Hello, Chef Lorious here. We are live from the Love Lab tonight. I am so excited to be here. I'm going to talk a couple minutes, give some folks time to join, and then we'll get into the cooking. But I am excited. Yesterday I did a live video. I wanted to thank everyone for helping me get to 1,000 followers on Instagram. It's a major milestone, and I'm still excited about that. And our Facebook numbers are growing as well. Thank you. If you haven't already shared one of my videos, please do so. Yes, I'm being a little self-serving in asking this, but I appreciate it because you are my friends and my family, and I could use your help because I'm just wanting to, spread the love and enjoy my passion. And something that happened yesterday that was really exciting to me that I'll share with you guys so you can really see my heart. I had a viewer on YouTube who saw one of my recipes, the buffalo chicken taquitos. That was the first video I ever did, was buffalo chicken taquitos. Hello, Velma. Velma's a good friend of mine. Great to see you here. Thank you, Velma, for spreading the word and for sharing me on your page and all that good stuff. So anyway, let me share this quick fun story. It touched my heart. So anyway, this lady watched my video on buffalo chicken taquitos. That was my first one. And she posted, it may have been a he, but I'm saying she. Anyway, they posted a comment saying, hey, these look really good. I'm going to try them. And I wrote back, oh, thanks a lot. I hope you like it, blah, blah, blah. Yesterday, they wrote back and said, I tried them. They were delicious. And you inspired me. I wanted to start a cooking channel, and I think I might just do it. And honestly, that did more for me than the cooking. And it did so because I'm just really excited to share my passion with people, and I want to inspire someone to do what they love. Some of you that know me know I'm an accountant by trade. I'm a CPA by trade. But I like people. And a lot of times CPAs don't like people, but I like people, and I like interacting with people, and I like inspiring people. So that actually was the biggest reward, to hit 1,000 followers in the morning, and in the evening find out that someone felt inspired by this. I'm overwhelmed. So hello, Travell. That's my cousin down in Huntsville. Good to see you, cuz. Come on up here and visit us. We'll make you whatever you want. So I'm going to get started into the cooking for tonight. This is going to be kind of quick, I'm hoping. We're going to make crab cakes. I apologize for not giving you guys a lot more advance notice. I've had a crazy day, and I decided late in the game to go live today. But the reason I did decide to go ahead and do it is my whole thing is about everyday cooking straight from the heart. And the truth is, we start off the day with great plans for dinner, and it doesn't always work out. Or we start off the day not knowing what we're going to do for dinner, and we have to figure something out. Hi, Becky. Becky is an amazing nurse with a huge heart. Love you. So anyway, as I was saying, we don't know what we're going to do for dinner, and I'm a real mom, and I want you to see what it's like to just be a real person in life. And so I decided at the last minute, I need to fix something for dinner, and I'm going to do something quick. And what I thought of that's a quick meal to cook is crab cakes. I love crab cakes. I hope you like crab cakes. I hope you're not allergic to crab cakes. I feel really bad for people who are allergic to seafood because that's just not fun. But we're going to make crab cakes tonight. Tracy! Hey! Good to see you, Tracy. Thank you for joining. So happy I'm kind of seeing you. I keep saying see you even though you see me, but thank you for being here. So tonight we're going to make a quick meal crab cakes, and I'm being really I'm kind of professional because I actually made up a couple crab cakes and put them in the oven so we don't have to wait for the cook time. So we'll have what they look like in the end, so you can see how quick and easy it actually is to mix crab cakes up. So let's talk about some ingredients. I have crab meat here. I got jumbo lump crab meat. Now when you go to the store, they have back fin, they have the special, the claw, and all that stuff. I don't play with that stuff. Now I'm not saying anything's wrong with it, and if that's what you like, do you. But there they are. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, yeah. See, now I'm taking out the ones out of the oven that I had already started so you could see. So you're going to see the finished product before we're done. But you see, this is what it's going to look like in the end. Sorry, my pan's not real pretty. I was trying to be quick. But anyway, so back fin crab jumbo. I like the jumbo crab meat because it's bigger, and I don't like a lot of filler in my crab cakes, all those breadcrumbs everywhere and little pieces of crab that you can barely see. I want some meat in my crab cake, so I like the jumbo. So this is 3 pounds of jumbo crab meat. I don't put a whole lot of other things in my crab cakes except for crab. I've got some diced onions here. You can use onions or shallots. You guys know I love shallots. You can get these at the grocery store already diced up. I've got some breadcrumbs. We do need some breadcrumbs. These are Italian flavored or seasoned breadcrumbs. And then I've got an array of spices. Now, it's hard to always measure with crab cakes because it's got to taste like you want it to taste. So my basics, I use garlic powder. I've covered the name, so I'm being good. Garlic powder, Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce. Any hot sauce is fine, but my folks is from the South, so we like this one. And some Old Bay seasoning. And I've got a little Cajun here because you know I like things to have a little flavor. Not heat, no unnecessary heat, just a little flavor. Hey, Sam. It's my sister friend. If you're in the area, go to my page. You'll see that there's a link for voting for schools in our area that can win amazing prizes from WTOP. Please go there and vote for, I think it's Jenny Dean School in Manassas City. Sam is an amazing teacher there, and they could use the prizes for the kids. So, all right, there we go. Now, back to the crab cakes. And then we've, of course, got some eggs and some salt. And the egg we're going to use is to hold it together. So I've rinsed off my crab meat and put it in here. I'm not going to break it up a lot before I start to do what I do with it because I want it to stay whole. So the first thing I like to do, and I got the measuring utensils out even though I don't know how much of this I'm going to use because crab cakes are very personal. I'm just going to start with the breadcrumbs, and this 3 pounds, I'm going to, and that's not 3 pounds, it's 3 cups. I'm not telling the truth. 3 cups. Sorry. So if you heard 3 pounds, just let it go. Forgive me. Charge it to my head, not my heart. So I put I'm starting with 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. And this is really a kind of do it as you go process. Now I'm going to take this garlic powder. You know I love garlic. What does my shirt say? Never too much garlic. And you can actually even put the minced garlic in here, which works just fine. I'm going to use garlic powder today. And this is a tablespoon I have here in my hand because I'm trying to measure. This has been a challenge for me with cooking, is trying to figure out how much I use. This is about a tablespoon of that garlic powder. And then we're going to take these onions and I'm going to mix these in. And these are just raw onions because it's going to cook in the oven. You can fry your crab cakes. I'm going to start mixing this up. You can fry your crab cakes or you can broil them, saute, however you want to. I actually like to bake them, and then sometimes I broil them at the end. Okay, so that's that. Now we're going to start with the Old Bay here, and I'm using Old Bay. I covered the name, but I'm telling you what it is. This is a ½ teaspoon. We will use more than that, but we're going to start we'll start with a whole teaspoon of Old Bay in there. And the thing is, you want it to look like you want it to look. See how I'm stirring this? And see why I didn't break that crab meat up initially? See how it's starting to come apart on its own? This is how it's going to stay nice and meaty. That needs more Old Bay. It should be redder. That's how I describe it. It should be redder. See, there we go, 1. And Sam has had my crab cakes before. We had dinner one night, and I made some crab cakes, and we had a good old time with those crab cakes. Our other girlfriend, too. I don't think she's on, but we had a good time. Okay, so you see that? Now I'm going to put some more onions in because onions and garlic, you can have too many onions. You can. Onions are not the same as garlic, so you can have too many, but I don't think that's too many. And why don't I think it's too many? Because I don't, and it's my show. Okay, now here's the Worcestershire. This is where we start making it fun. Okay, I'm going to put in here, you want them to be nice and liquidy, but not too liquidy because you need them to stick together. See how that is? That Worcestershire, and Worcestershire is really strong, so don't overdo it. It goes a long way, okay? Now the other thing I'm going to do is start with this hot sauce. Flavor, not heat. Hot sauce is your friend. Hot sauce and bacon, I think we're going to make a list of foods that are your friend. Hot sauce is one of your friends, okay? So I put it right here, put that in there. See how that's coming together? You see how it's soaking up the moisture? I'm going to sprinkle some salt in there. Salt is a taste thing, as much as you think you need. Some salt to taste. That's looking good. Now, see now how I can test it is, I'm looking at it. You see how I've still got a lot of crab meat? I don't have quite enough filler. Okay? Filler is what the breadcrumbs are. So I'm going to put another tablespoon of breadcrumbs in there. The reason I'm showing you this and talking about it like this is because this is real cooking. And if you're going to cook everyday stuff and just kind of, do what you got to do when you get home from work or whatever, this is how it goes. Hey, Ray. Ray is on. Good friend. Ray makes an amazing broccoli salad. Thank you for the recipe. I will make it one day, and I will make sure I give credit where it's due. See, come on, look, come on, Shane. There we go. Shane's taping. A little more filler, not too much. I told you I want crab meat, not filler. Okay, and then we're going to add some sauce. This is hot sauce. Now, if you don't have a good tolerance for flavor or for too much flavor, don't put as much hot sauce as I do. And a little Worcestershire, I told you, be kind of careful with it. There you go. See, Worcestershire has a lot of salt. You can use the low sodium Worcestershire too. Some people like to use that. It's not bad, but I don't know. The thing with Worcestershire is balance it off with how much salt you're actually using. So you see, these actually look kind of like I want them to look. I like that way they look. I'm going to take a little Cajun seasoning here. I'm not going to take a lot. I'm going to do a teaspoon of Cajun. Just because it's just nice. Having that little kick is nice. I'm not putting any cayenne in here. I usually put cayenne in everything. But, well, more or less. Okay, 1.5 teaspoons of Cajun. There we go. Oh, yeah, this looks good. And I'm going to also add to this, I'm going to actually get my minced garlic and put the garlic pieces in there. Hold on, I have it out. Hold on. My trusty jar of minced garlic. I'm going to get a tablespoon, just like that, and put it in. Never too much garlic, okay? My friend who says too much garlic, they know who they are. Not possible. Okay, so you see how that looks right there? That looks good to me. I like that. It's moist, but it's not too moist. So I'm going to take a cookie sheet, and I'm going to spray it. A little cooking spray. This is a really easy recipe. You can come home and whip this up in no time, especially if you buy the pre-cooked or the pre-cut vegetables. Now, before I make them into patties, I've got a couple eggs here that are beaten up, and the eggs will help it stick together. So you're just going to get the eggs and pour it in. Now, the thing with the egg is it's going to help it stick together, but don't put too much in there because the egg can dry out your crab cake. And have you ever had a dry crab cake? Put the camera up here. Put it up here. Have you ever had a dry crab cake? That stuff right there will make you mad. You go someplace, especially if it's nice, and you get a crab cake and it looks all good and pretty, and then it's dry. Then you got to be putting sauce on it. That makes me personally upset. I get upset about that kind of thing. So don't put too much egg in here. Put enough egg in here to hold it together. That's about 1 egg. Well, there's 2 or 3 eggs actually in that bowl, but I put the equivalent of 1 egg in here. Okay, now I'm looking at this crab cake. I want a little more filler, not too much. I'm just going to add, I think I'm adding a 1/2 tablespoon. See? Now, what we'll do, and when it comes out, you can always do more. See, do you see the color of the seasoning in there? I'm going to put some more Old Bay in here. And I know what you all are thinking. Why are you putting more Old Bay in there? Because I want to, and I like stuff to have flavor. And you can make a crab cake yours. A crab cake is your friend. You know, you should name the crab cake. We're going to name this crab cake, what's a good name? What's a good name? Herbert. Herbert. Herbert? Yeah. Herbert's going to be the daddy crab cake. Okay, so it's got the egg in there. Now, I'm going to scoop up a big spot like this. You're going to form the patties. Now, when you form your crab cake patties, just like this. See that? You hear it? Can you hear the squishy? Listen, listen, listen. I don't know if you can hear it. It's got a little squish to it. And that's the liquid that you want to hear so you know it's not dry. I told you about dry crab cakes. See that? Now, you can take these, and some people put them in the refrigerator and let them sit for a little bit, and that's okay. It'll firm up, but it doesn't really matter. The way we're going to cook them, when you do them like this, see how that is? Now, it's a little flat. I sometimes like them flat because they cook good and they're hearty, but let's make it a little fatter. Just in case. My husband likes big crab cakes. I like them too. I just don't want them to be dry. I don't care how big or how little it is. One time I did crab cake balls. Same concept, just make them small. See this? Boom. And that's it. Take another one. See how there's not a lot of filler in this? It has to have some. I mean, the crab cake needs to have some breadcrumbs in it because you can't just put a bunch of crab. I mean, conceptually, it sounds great, but it's not practical. And you're just going to patty these up like this. And another thing that I like to do, you'll see this in a little bit when I put it in the oven, is I take a little olive oil and I drizzle olive oil on the top of the crab cake. And that just does wonders for it. And then when I flip them once in the, while they're in the oven, while I flip it, I put some more olive oil on and I drizzle it again. And then in drizzling it, They come out beautifully, and in the last couple minutes, you can broil them to get the top nice and crispy if you like it, or however you want to do it. So, while I'm finishing this, I'm going to make my plea again. Please don't silence me. Please go over to YouTube and subscribe to Chef Lorious. Go to Instagram and follow Chef Lorious. If you're watching here on Facebook, but you have not liked my Facebook page, please like my page on Facebook of Chef Lorious. And I'm so excited. This is fun. You know, it's interesting. You have a career. I have a career. Like I told you earlier, I'm a real accountant, and I enjoy that. But it's not for me. This is my passion. And what I love about it is I'm sitting here fixing dinner. It's the middle of the week-ish. I'm tired. My husband's tired. He's had a long week. Kids are tired. Richard's, thank goodness, he's on spring break this week. He's in college. But at the end of the day, I'm making my family homemade crab cakes in the middle of the week. Everyday cooking, straight from the heart. I'm telling you, you can do this for yourself. You can do it for your family, your friends. It doesn't take a lot to put together a great meal. And that's what I'm hoping you'll do. I want you to try these recipes. Shane and I have this discussion of whether or not people actually cook the recipes. I think a lot of us just like to watch cooking shows because they're fun to watch. But I want you to watch it because it's entertaining. But I also want you to not be afraid to try to cook some of these meals. Okay, now you see this one? This is important. You see how this crab cake here is kind of falling apart? It was at the bottom of the barrel. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this little baby. I'm going to put some more breadcrumbs on him. Just this little bit right here, just a little bit, and that's going to help him stick together. See, just like that. I'm going to rub it in, pat him in like that. Sometimes when you get to the bottom, you might need a little more breadcrumbs to hold it together. And that's it. You can also add green onions to these if you want to. Or bell peppers or whatever. So that's that. So this, remember, I started off with 2 crab cakes that I already made, and I just put together 7 more. So these 3 cups of crab meat have made 7 crab cakes, and these are full crab cakes without a lot of filler. So now this is the olive oil drizzle I was talking about. See there? Just like that, just a little olive oil drizzle. Okay, and then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of Old Bay on the top. Just a little bit, not a lot. I'm really sprinkling. I'm literally sprinkling. I'm not like dumping it and then calling it sprinkling because I don't know what sprinkling is. Just like that, okay? And I'm going to put these in the oven. I'm going to bake them on 400 degrees for about 10 minutes. Then I'm going to take them out and flip them over and bake them for 10 more minutes. And just keep checking them. When you flip them over, I'm going to put some more olive oil on them. I'm telling you about that because you may not see that part because I have some crab cakes done. But here it is. Oh. Okay, hold it like this. See that? See how big and juicy those look? We put these crab cakes together today. We just came in the kitchen, decided it. I think we'll make crab cakes. Yep, and we did it. And this is how we do it. So these are going in the oven at 400. Hi, Elisa. Lisa is a fantastic writer. I'm going to turn the timer on 10 minutes. And that's it. So they're in the oven. It'll take them about 20 minutes to cook. And this is our finished crab cake. So these are 2 that I put in ahead of time because I'm trying to be organized these days. And I'm trying to be a real cook. You know, I'm glad that Lorious is a funny name so people know I'm being funny. I'm going to get a fork so I can taste this. And you can see how it comes out. I made these kind of flat. Now look in there. See that? You see this? Crab cake. Boom. There it is. Oh, these are good. They're not overly spicy, but I gave them room. So if you like your food hot, ooh, this is really good. Hi, Nancy. You know, it always amazes me. You get in the kitchen and you just follow your heart. You start cooking and it's good. Okay, I'm going to break the rules here. I am breaking the rules. I have Shane here videoing. And I'm going to have him taste the crab cake so you can see. Okay? I know he doesn't want to, not because he doesn't want a crab cake, but because he doesn't want you to see it. Okay? So, here goes. All right, Shane. Can we turn the camera so you can taste it? Okay. I'm not going to turn the camera, but this is the crab cake that I'm putting in his mouth. What you think? Okay, one more taster. Richard's here too. Nope. I'm not letting him on camera because he looks like he's on spring break. But here, you put it in your mouth. He's trying to get his head in the camera. Oh yeah, they're being quiet. You know what I like most about this is they can't say anything. I get to do all the talking. How often do I love to do all the talking? But I legitimately get to do all the talking right now. So that's it, crab cakes. Now, how you serve them? You can serve them plain. You can do a sandwich. Some people like to make a crab cake sandwich. You know how we like to eat them? Just like this. And you get a nice simple salad with that, or you can saute some vegetables, and you can have dinner just like this, just crab cake. So let me see what else I got. Wade, hello Wade, good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. And so you can just serve these crab cakes like this. This is dinner. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get a pretty plate. Hold on. Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do, you guys. Remember I told you plating is my challenge. I got one of my pretty plates. I'm going to put the crab cake on here. Well, okay, I'll put this one there too, so you can see how good it is. We'll call it a partially eaten. See, I just need a little lemon wedge. I'm going to get some parsley out of here. Look, 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 you guys. I'm plating. Look, look, look. Okay, well, that's the official picture will be prettier, I hope. But this is it. This is crab cakes for dinner. So how long have we been on, Shane? What we got on time? I can't tell the time. But the point is, what is that? About 20 minutes total. It didn't really take us 20 minutes to make these crab cakes. Hi, Joyce. It'll take us 20 minutes for them to cook, but we really mixed them up. If you really watched it between all my nonsensical blabbering, it really only took about 7 or 10 minutes to mix these up. So I hope you enjoy them. Thank you for watching today. We're going to try to be live from the Love Lab at least once a week, because this is my favorite thing, is being live and interacting with people. Please shoot me an email if you have any questions. Leave a comment. Please say hi. Forward this. Share this on your pages, my friends. I appreciate it. Please go to Facebook and like on Facebook. Go to YouTube, Chef Lorious, and hit subscribe. We need subscribers. Go to Instagram and follow. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Have a great weekend. Never too much garlic. Happy cooking. Bye.